This podcast is a member of the Oops Podcast Network. Ang mga podcast na may oops.
Hello, everybody!
What's up, everyone? I am Precious.
And I am Heel Ashley, and we are The Freaks! Hi, Freakies! In this podcast, we're going to talk about the freakiest things in life, may it be bad or not, and how are we going to overcome those things.
You're right, partner. That's why our podcast is called What the Freak? For we will explore all together the freakiest things someone may experience.
And you know what? I'm really excited for our first ever EP entitled Be a Baddy, Not a Bully.
Speaking of Ash, do you have any ideas about bullying?
Well, according to research, bullying is when people repeatedly and intentionally use words or actions against someone.
And these actions can destroy their mental health and emotions that can lead to depression, right?
Yes, that's why for our very first episode, we're going to talk about bullying.
Oh, an interesting topic with interesting huh? But anyways, before everything else, are there any types of bullying so that our freakies will learn about this topic and raise awareness as well?
Of course, there are different types of bullying. There's social bullying. It occurs when a person tries to hurt another person's relationships or reputation. Then, the most common, physical bullying, a type of bullying where someone uses their body or an object to hurt or scare another person. How about you, Precious? Do you know any other types of bullying?
Yes, as far as I know, verbal is also a type of bullying. It is when someone uses words to hurt, harass, or scare another person. And there's also this, homophobic bullying. It is when people behave or speak in a way which makes someone feel bullied because of their actual or perceived sexuality.
Speaking of homophobic bullying, we have this very special guest.
Guest?
Yes, a guest. Let us call on Celino Conde. He's been a member of community for almost half of his life.
Yes, let's give him a round of applause. Hi, Celino. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm very fine.
So, Sai, as a member of the LGBTQIA+ community, can you share your story about homophobic bullying?
Sure, for those who are curious, how was it being gay? It was really difficult since at the time, the majority of the people in the Philippines were extremely homophobic. Adults and children will tease you for simply being homosexual, and I used to detest them for doing so.
Well, thank you, Sai, for sharing your experience.
Ash, what's your insight about his experience of being a part of the community?
Well, for me, as we mature and grow, we all grow through changes. And this is the beginning of our journey to become the best version of ourselves.
You're right about that, partner. Our guest, Celino, is one of the examples of experiencing early change while growing up. Thank you for sharing your experience, Celino.
Thanks as well for letting me share my experience.
But, of course, that is not the end of our podcast because
our segment called
Unfiltered Talks and Insights. For this segment, we will open our line to let our freakies call us and share their concerns or experiences regarding bullying. And we'll have Celino to answer those questions or concerns.
Oh my gosh, I'm very excited for our first caller. Who would it be? What problems will they raise?
OMG, I'm so excited for this. Let's answer our first caller.
Hi, Friggy. You're our very first caller. You're excited to share your experience, huh?
Not really, but I'm just really curious about how gender inequality manifests in different societies, especially we're now in modern age.
Well, for many of us, gender discrimination still exists in other workplaces, in schools, and in various environments. Since everyone excels in something, we might not determine someone just on the basis of their gender.
Yes, you're right about that. We can't just judge and discriminate someone because they lack on something or hate them for being a part of LGBTQIA community.
I hope that answers your question and ends your confusion about the topic. Our caller, thank you for calling.
Thanks for answering my question, freaks. Bye.
Oh, here comes our second caller.
Hello, Friggy.
Hi freaks, I have a gay friend and he's dealing with depression He's getting bullied and often mocked in school because of his gender. What advice can you give to him?
Well, depression is really difficult to deal with because everyone has freedom. If you are one of the bullies, leave them alone. There's still time to make change. Don't wait for the victim of your bullying to go through it.
Yes, Sailino has a point. You said that your friend is already experiences depression, right?
Yes.
That's a problem that needs to be taken seriously. Depression is not a joke. As long as you can, help your friend to escape depression. Seek for immediate help. Am I right, partner?
You're right, Precious. Of course. Regardless of identity, everyone has the right to be free. It is stated in our laws that everyone is supported rather equally.
So now for our next caller.
Hi, Freaky!
Hello there, freaks. So this is my concern. I have a friend who wears makeup to school, but the facilitators stop him from doing so, and I am worried about what he might feel. Do you think it is appropriate that makeup is prohibited in our school due to a person's gender?
No, because makeup makes a person more confident, right?
Yes, that's right.
And it is their way to feel themselves. It can also boost their confidence to ace their school activities or such. Also, everyone has freedom.
Freaky, we hope Salino answered your question.
But before that, let's say hello to our caller. Hi, Freeze!
Hi, hello. I have a concern. My gay friend have a problem about his freedom because his parents are against his sexuality.
Oh, so it's the opposite situation of Sai.
Yes, he couldn't act the way he wanted, such as wearing girl outfits and putting some makeup on his face. Do you have any tips or advice for him?
How are you going to give an advice for this situation, Sai?
Try to explain that you are happy as you are, you feel free, and nothing can change in your family's relationship due to your gender. Don't let anyone step on you for wearing feminine clothes. I would say be confident in your own and don't mind what others are saying. Anyways, remember, we have rights.
That's a very wonderful conversation. I hope your friend is listening right now, Freaky. Not only your friend, but to all people listening right now, to get the courage and express themselves, and let's also respect each one of us.
Thank you, freaks and Shailina.
Welcome! Hello there, Freaky! I hope you're still with us because this is our last caller.
So far, it's been a meaningful conversation we had, and with my partner, we hope you learn from this segment in our podcast.
Yes, so for our last caller,
Hello!
Welcome, Freakies!
Hello, freaks! This is my concern. 3 of my classmates started treating my friend harshly after he recently came out as gay, even going as far as being physical, as one of them shoved him hard.
oh, that's really harsh.
Yes.
I already reported this to our teacher, but is there any way I could help my friend and stop this kind of physical bullying he's receiving? I already reported this to our principal, but I am wondering if I could do more.
So, let's hear what Selena thinks of this.
Well, I would say helping him out by spreading awareness in your school about there's nothing wrong with being part of the LGBTQIA community. That is what I think what you can do to help.
Maybe for some people it can be accepted, but if you really want to help, maybe you can help him mentally because it's exhausting and depressing to be bullied.
That's right. So I wish you and your friend to be able to escape and be freed from this form of action.
Yes, freaks, thank you so much.
You're always welcome, Freaky.
I really feel the emotions our caller shared. You know how gender and equality is spread worldwide, and we can't deny others for being who they are.
Yes, for me it really doesn't matter. Our gender. It is how we can communicate and treat each of us.
And because of that, let's all thank our guest for this podcast, Sailina, for sharing, giving, and answering the question of our caller.
Thank you so much, Sai, for sharing your beautiful insights.
Thank you so much also for having me in this podcast. I really appreciate the freakies for getting the courage for speaking of their mind about gender inequality.
That's right. Thank you so much, Freeze. This podcast will never be completed without you guys.
So, let's end it here, partner.
Goodbye, Freakies!